Good morning. It's great to be with you on this spring Wednesday morning. And when you think of spring, I hope you think of the same things I do. The beauty of the brown grass turning green, the beauty of bare trees showing buds, and even the beauty of flowers starting to peek through the dark ground. All of it speaks of deliverance and hope. Deliverance from the cold harshness of winter, and the readiness we have, the hope we have for the beauty of summer. But it speaks of an even greater deliverance and hope. The deliverance that we have from the harshness, the coldness of sin and evil, and the hope that we have in the new creation. And those words of deliverance and hope stir for me great joy in the accomplished work of Jesus Christ. And I hope they stir that same joy for you. When I think of that deliverance and hope, I think of three words: it is finished. Those words take place in three different occasions in the pages of the Bible, and they tell a wonderful story of joy. They first take place in the book of Genesis, in the story of creation. God has made the heavens and the earth, and then he makes you and me in his image. And it concludes with the fact that it is finished, and it is very good. But the context of those words are equally important. They are written when Israel had left Egypt and before they entered the land of Canaan. They have been delivered from oppression and evil and all that is inhumane. And they were on the journey of hope to enter the land of Canaan, the land where they could live with dignity with the Lord once again. The second time the story of it is finished takes place is with Jesus on the cross. Right when he breathes his last, he speaks the words, "It is finished." And the context of those words are amazing. Already Isaiah the prophet in the Old Testament had said when the Messiah would come, he would bring deliverance and hope. And he used very vivid images, such as he will beat swords into plowshares, the child will play by the cobra's nest, the lion will lay down with the lamb. And when Jesus says it is finished, he is saying mission accomplished. I have delivered you from the powers of evil, and I've now set you on the journey of hope, of a restored relationship with the Lord, a restored relationship with each other, a restored relationship, the dignity of life in a new creation. And that leads to the final chapter of It Is Finished. In the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verses 1 through 6, we hear Jesus say in verse 6, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end." And before that, he declares what that deliverance and joy is all about. It says he descends on the clouds, and it's like a marriage ceremony. And now the dwelling of God is with children, women, and men, and he will live with them, and there will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain. The old order of things has passed away. Deliverance from the harshness of sin and the final fulfilled hope of life restored with him and with each other, a life of incredible joy. I hope you noticed in those words, "it is finished," the growing theme from Genesis to the cross to the new creation. And think of it this way: deliverance and hope, the spring of the new creation. Can you imagine the day when there will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain? Can you imagine the day when there will be no more SIDS or spina bifida? Can you imagine the day when there will be no more cardiac arrest or HIV/AIDS? Can you imagine the day when there will be no more hunger? Can you imagine the day when the blind will see, and the lame will walk, and the deaf will hear? Can you imagine the day when there will be deliverance and hope, that the cold harshness of evil will end, and the hope of the new creation will be here, because Jesus has accomplished the work, and in creation, and on the cross, and when he returns, he will say, "It is finished." That's what spring means to me. And in this season in which we live, with all of its challenges before us, I yearn and pray for that deliverance and that hope. And I pray, come Lord Jesus, come quickly. I hope you will find hope and joy in Jesus Christ, the deliverance and hope that he brings. Thank you for joining us today, and may God richly bless you.